Have you ever seen a place where two bodies of water meet, one salty, the other fresh, and they don't immediately mix? It looks like magic, but it's real. Even more intriguing, the Quran described this phenomenon over 1,400 years ago, long before oceanography existed. Modern science confirms it. When a river carrying fresh water flows into the salty sea, the two types of water don't instantly blend. Instead, they form a visible barrier, a transition zone. This phenomenon is called estuarine circulation, and it's one of the most fascinating behaviors observed in nature. Scientists discovered that due to differences in temperature, salinity, and density, salt water and fresh water resist mixing instantly, creating a dynamic but clear boundary between the two. But in the 7th century, this was completely unknown. So when the Qur'an stated in Surah Al-Furqan, verse 53, "And it is He who has released simultaneously the two seas, one fresh and sweet and one salty and bitter, and He placed between them a barrier and a prohibiting partition," it raised eyebrows. How could a text from the deserts of Arabia describe a marine phenomenon no one could have observed at the time? Even more compelling, a similar verse appears in Surah Ar-Rahman. He released the two seas, meeting side by side. Between them is a barrier they do not transgress. Not only does it mention the existence of these two waters, but it emphasizes the barrier, an unseen force keeping them from overwhelming one another. Now in our modern world, satellites and marine studies have confirmed this in regions like the meeting point of the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea, or the mouth of the Amazon River. The phenomenon isn't just poetic, it's measurable, observable, and repeatable. Yet the Quran pointed to it long before any instruments or maps could verify it. Skeptics may argue this is poetic metaphor, or perhaps ancient people observed such places and passed down stories. But think about it. Most people would assume two bodies of water meeting would instantly merge. The idea of an invisible yet real barrier between them isn't obvious, and certainly not something easy to guess without access to scientific tools. This verse isn't just scientifically accurate, it's deeply symbolic. Two powerful forces, each with distinct properties, coexisting side by side, yet not overtaking one another. Nature showing us balance, harmony, and boundaries, even in water. Whether you see this as a divine sign or an ancient mystery that aligns with science, it's hard to deny how accurate this description is, and it's just one of many natural phenomena mentioned in the Quran that scientists continue to study today. So, is it a miracle, a coincidence, or a message for those who reflect? Whatever your belief, one thing is certain: the universe holds secrets far older than our instruments, and sometimes ancient words point us toward them. If this sparked your curiosity, be sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. What other scientific verses in the Quran would you like us to dive into next? Thanks for watching, and remember, even where waters meet, a hidden truth may lie in between.